Que paso? Santi G, back with another one for you guys. That unruly Moreno, Black Flag. Ya tú sabes, you know what it is. So this is Recognizing the Game, episode 11, part 10. The final one of the series on semen retention is Red Pill. So this is just to encapsulate everything that I wanted to touch on when I started this segment of videos. For people who have been brought to the awareness of semen retention and the path of the unveiling, what people need to understand is that this is a call from within. One of the things that's talked about from the people who start their journey and they make it through the 30, 60 to 90 days of abstaining is this glow that comes about from their being. The elevation, the heightening, and the rise of their frequency and their vibration has a gradual change in their physical being as well as in the aura they give off to people. And one of the things that comes about when going through this rite of passage is being heart-centered, being led by the heart. You're seeking ultimately to be balanced from within, from your heart to be guided by the heart. Now, when I speak on being guided by the heart, take the romanticism out of it, because your heart holds the truth of who you are and is the seat of the soul. So for people who have come across the reality of semen retention and the purpose that it serves and how it will ultimately reveal you to the truth of your nature, this is a call to consciousness and life telling you that you must become more aware. So with that being said, to really be awakened is to be in awareness of the soul. That is true consciousness. To develop the perception of seeing from one's soul and to understand that you are a soul. You are a soul inhabiting a human body, because that is the only way that the soul can navigate this plane of existence, as known as the earth plane. So when you come into this awareness, your soul is essentially trying to get you to take your life back, to get you to be aware of the ultimate reality that your soul represents and seeks to express itself. So this spiritual rite of passage can be philosophized in the concept of the red pill. And the red pill is a part of a stage of awakening. Recognizing the shadow self, being aware of the shadow self, because within the shadow self is hidden the truth of one's being. And see, there are people who have ascended and now they are descending to ascend again and ultimately break the cycles. Break certain earthly cycles so that you can come into the awareness that, okay, you may be one of those individuals that have reincarnated many times over, and now you're in the process of receiving your key, the key to the afterlife, to ascending to a higher realm of existence and breaking the cycle of reincarnation. To receive your ankh, you're here to carve out your own path. You're not here to be dictated by government, the governing forces of humanity that are not meant to be here. They have come only because humans have lost sight of their true power and purpose as a collective in understanding who we really are. So as you abstain from releasing through masturbation and watching porn, that will result in you having an orgasm. This energy starts to be absorbed into the body and begins to elevate from it to evolve and continue to aid in the development of your true state of being. This essentially makes a man more masculine, because this energy will push and drive him to focus on things that are in front of him to mold and shape his reality. You become more conscientious of the natural world and the order of things from an energetic perspective. You ultimately become more self-governing, because you listen to yourself as it guides you to make decisions and to achieve and be active. As I've said, the call comes from within, and it's the path from within. You're seeking to operate outside of the matrix, and I would not use that term often, because the way many use it still reinforces illusion. It creates another illusion in its own, and many people don't know how to see things simply from looking at what's in front of them. And wokeness ideology will continue to keep you trapped in your own mind. The soul is being suppressed by the veil that has been put over your spiritual eye by social conditioning. From the time that you were born into the hospital to the entire educational school system, grades pre-K to high school. And when it comes to going to college, it's a part of it too, but that experience is what you make it. Because it does contain, these institutions do contain a lot of knowledge that you may have to go through as other means outside of Google and outside of going within yourself. But since our adolescence, they have been feeding us this narrative of the world, a narrative of different people to keep us at odds with one another. Our origins are being masked behind religious mythology, political systems, along with the media construct, which influences or manipulates our ability to see reality through mental images. All of these institutions are painting a false picture of reality. And so now, if you're a man, you're seeking to control and exercise dominion over your being, asserting yourself in the world, fulfilling your purpose and creating your legacy. So as you come back into your true nature, the way that you're supposed to be, you start utilizing this energy in other areas of your life, from your mental, spiritual, physical health, exercising and organizing your life, channeling that energy to take care of yourself, physically by exercising, eating right. And these are basic things that build your spiritual relationship. And people on YouTube channels, there's information out there for that. But you start to develop more confidence from within, and that radiates outward from actions that you are taking. And it's shifting your paradigm, not from what's superficial or artificial, not from a belief system, but from a spiritual system. Something that emerges from an actual relationship to the natural world and your inner being becoming one, not attached to the social man-made construct, but through practical steps, through application, through awareness and experience. So this is what we'll be talking about more so, and the things that men need to be aware of in terms of social conditioning and breaking free from that. And then seeing how women have been socially conditioned too, to not love themselves, and men to not love themselves and value themselves in the same, where we have an actual respect for one another. Masturbation is of a low frequency. It's of a lower nature. It's of low value. It is giving something outside of yourself more power over you than you have over yourself. And that is what I mean by recognizing the game.
I'm just a girl in this world trying to find my way. I take it slow, I take it day by day. I'm afraid of the dark. Oh, somebody lurking hard. These demons come hard at night. I'm scared, I feel paralyzed. I just wanna be safe from this pain. I just wanna be safe.